Okay, we may be able to do it this time. This is the final time I'm trying. If anything does shit itself, I might just stop. But regardless, hopefully I don't need to. So maybe it could be a graphics card issue, and it could just be waiting for it. Not graphics card issue, the graphics card driver issue, the NVIDIA driver. It, it seems a couple people in the server are mentioning to somebody else that the last two driver last two drivers have had issues. Um, so that could also be the case. I think they were talking about the last two. Anyway, I'm gonna boot up Blender and I'll run you guys through what I'm going to be doing. So I've started a competition with myself and a couple friends, and we are going to be. We've got 2 weeks starting yesterday, and we are going to be working on a composition. That let me move my microphone. A composition that has been, I guess, worked upon. Composition based upon what's the word? Dystopia. Um, and for those of you who are watching that are part of my competition, if anybody ends up watching this, that is part of my competition, feel free to watch this. This is like, I'm the host, so I don't really care if anybody watches me, because if I win, then good for me, because I don't have to give anybody else a reward. I don't have to drop any money or anything like that. So to me, I don't really care. But if anybody watches, feel free. Just don't steal any of my ideas, okay? Because these are all mine. And so please just don't try to take any influence or any ideas from mine. But feel free to watch it, okay? If you just want to see what I'm doing, feel free to watch. But preferably don't steal any ideas or anything like that, because these are mine. And hopefully those of you who are watching this and that are part of my competition have already started this by now. But all good if not. It's your up to you on how you want to go and do your competition. Well, do your stuff with the competition. So that's entirely up to you guys. But yeah, feel free to watch, and I will be working on that. Lucy looking snazzy. What is she holding though? Anyway, shit. So I'll be running you guys through my ah I'll be running you guys through what I've got some references that I've gone down, and I'll quickly new folder Toby competition. That's how you spell, I think. Ignore what I've been installing. It's a lot of, well, nothing bad here, just weird stuff. Ignore Maeve. We were trying to see if we could get Maeve working with a rig, and it was not having a good time, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, let me start. So I actually haven't started, but running through, I'm gonna have this in the background, not on this screen, on a different screen, but yeah. So I want to be starting off with a kitchen. So here's what I want. I want something to be like a cut. So as I mentioned before, the competition is based on dystopia, and so with that, I decided I want to make the viewer feel happy. I don't want it to be openly obvious that it is a dystopia. I want it to be like worked into, if that makes sense. And like have the viewer sort of like surprise the viewer per se, if that makes sense. So what I want to be doing is like creating some kind of like relaxing, relatable scene that people like. So I want to do something like a kitchen. You're in a kitchen, um, and I would do something like kind of nice colors. I want it to be like probably a cooler scene, as opposed to warmer. Warmer would generally make more sense, but I still want there to be like a tint of what's the word? Like almost foreshadowing per se. So I want it to be quite a more futuristic, not futuristic, but modern is I guess the word, kitchen. So I want to be going something as opposed to like this. I got this for like more of a composition of what I wanted, but something of like a color scheme like this, where I think like a charcoal gray almost, um, mixed with a white. Those be the contrasting colors, and potentially a bit of wood in there. Um, I think that will keep it modern because modern is what I want it to be, but I also want it to be like relatively like I want the viewer to feel nice and happy, but I also want so I want it to be effectively like two different things. I want it to be like, you know, them to feel relaxed, but also have it like a hint of just there'd be something in the background that maybe makes them go, hmm. So I want to start off with this, and then we're going to move to the backyard. So I'm gonna have the camera. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the camera at the start, but I know what I want it to do in the overall section of it. I want it to something start, and I want there to just be a coffee mug with like, you know, some steam coming off. I'll probably use Embergen. There's a couple presets that I can borrow off of that. If I can even bring it up, maybe. I think I had an idea. This is like in the far future, so I may not implement this, but it's an idea that I want to implement, but it's not like a necessity to my scene. You know what I'm saying? If I was just having this as a scene, then I would probably go through the effort and get this all sorted out and set up. But if I don't have the time, I'll probably just use an image plane or something like that. Or no image plane, and I may not even have coffee, but I think this would look cool. So, if I can, I'll set this up. But I think if I can go open project, there was a really good one that I want to use as a teacup steam. Oh, that's a bit much. I recall there being another one, but that one's pretty solid. There was another one though. That one's pretty good though. I'd want to slow it down though. It'd be silky smoke. Well, that looks cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. Poison. I think it was like a... for a cigarette. I'll find it later. I wanted to use it as an example, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. No. So be it. Anyway. This one's really good. How do you get me around the scene? Oh. Well, something's happening. Weird. Oh, only 11 million. Anyway, besides the point, I'll figure that out later. But there's something that I want to add. So that should be pretty cool. Anyway, so I want the camera to somehow pan out. So I might just do like build a portion of the house, and then I want to have like, how do I explain it? A bit of like plaster. So I want to have like plaster, obviously, because, you know, within your walls you've got plaster. I think it is. I don't know. I'm not fucking. I don't make houses. Then you've got obviously wood. So I want to have like that, then have like a bit of just open area with just wood going down, because, you know, to reinforce the plaster. Then I want like bricks or concrete or something like that, whatever I want the outside of the house to look like, because I want it to sort of look like the camera's going through the house to the outside, or to the backyard, I should say. I think that would look cool, but I can work around it if I need to. And then what I want to do is it slowly go out. You're just looking at the backyard, and the camera's just like going out, panning out, and there'd be the backyard, and then it's just showing off the backyard. It looks like, you know, your normal house, and it's just like a really nice sunny day. You know, sky's blue, looking lovely. Anyway, camera keeps panning out. Then there's either a glass bubble or like a box or something that's going to be in capturing. Something like glass. Like, have you ever seen, if I can find it. Yes, I did get rid of most of my tabs while I was gone. I knew I was going to do it. Simpsons glass bubble. So something similar to this, except it be just for the house. And I want it to cover the house, but I don't want it to be like obvious that you're inside of this glass thing. There's a couple shows that I cannot remember but have implemented something similar to that. I think what's it called? Not Archer, but that show where there's who's that bow guy? Arrow? Yeah, Arrow. Arrow Fake City. Is it here? Arrow Go Fake City. I don't know if we'll be able to find it, but in Arrow, I'm pretty sure one of the later seasons there was yeah, they do in season 5, I believe, or season 4. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, and they have a fake city. And I sort of want to do something similar to that, so it like pans out, but it's just like the singular house. And then the camera pans out of this glass bubble, and then I'll probably have something so it still looks normal. I don't know how I want to achieve this, but then I want to have like maybe some stage lights or something in a box in capturing. I will work on this depending on how easy it is to make, but and then after doing that, I want to have some like a box covering it effectively, and then as the camera goes out, it goes through this box. And then you look at this box and it just says containment unit, maybe 1 or something like that. Just containment unit or something like that. Just showing off that's a containment unit. And you're just like, oh shit, containment unit. Right, I actually have a thing for this. And I want it to actually just be like, turn out there's a bunch of these containment units. So I'll just use an array modifier and just array a bunch of these. And it's going to be like hundreds or as many as my computer can handle, really. And it's all inside of maybe a warehouse, I'm thinking. So something like this, and it just be a shit ton. Maybe not stacked upon each other, you know what I'm saying? But just have a shit ton of them along the thing. And it's just like this big warehouse. And you're seeing a bunch of these containment units. My coworker did come up with the idea that I could do an apocalyptic wasteland instead. So I could work upon that, whether I want to do an apocalyptic wasteland, or I could have the camera continue going out of the warehouse and then show apocalyptic wasteland, depending on how things go. And maybe I might animate some robots going past, maybe hovering. But yeah, that's sort of what my game plan is. I think it's a very it's going to be hard to do, especially with work going on in the background. This will take a long time, but I'm going to try blocking most of it out today. So I'll keep this to my side, and I'll keep this to my side as well. But I guess I really want to work on how I want to start. It's gonna be pretty tricky. So, considering I'm just blocking it out, I will... Sweet. Funny thing is, it's not actually that big of an idea. I think a lot of us are going with relatively big ideas. GZ1? Yeah. Amy has a really cool idea. I won't spoil her idea either. Yours pretty small, to be honest. That's fair. Mine's a really big idea, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve it in time. So I may end up just making the containment units, depending on how things go. But I want to see if I can get this done. Amy's is a really big idea. Not as big as mine, I don't think. My one's really stretching it. I take that back. Hers is very similar to mine, but very different. We actually had a really similar thing. She's making an animation, but hers will be not very similar to mine, but I didn't explain it, but she was talking to me about what she was wanting to go for, and it seemed along the lines of what mine was. So that's all I'm going to say. If she wants to say what hers is, then feel free to say what yours is if you want. I obviously just explained my whole as idea, and I'm not changing it. If I'm doing anything changes, it would just be something fucking shit itself. And I don't run out of time, but I should probably ask Edward what he's up to with his. Just to make sure that he knows what he's up to. How long do I want this to be? Let's see. What's this? Oh, that's the thickness. Let's see. I want it to be relatively big. But this is gonna be pretty... Oh. Let's go 5.5. That's not it. Weird. What is it? No, we're fine. Let's see. Oh, that should be pretty good. It's not small, I wouldn't say. It's not... It's only small depending on how big you want to make it, really. Since when did you have Discord Nitro? November 10th. Oh, so not too long ago. Didn't realize you had it. I'll make it... I'm trying to make this relatively realistic in sizes, so... Let's go 2.2. That's not what I wrote. 2.2. Oh, that's location. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why the fuck does it keep moving up? Let me just rotate it along Z-axis. 90. Let's see. It's gonna have to be perfect, but Do I have Arca mesh? I don't. None of. Okay, I need to fix this. But my blender's also having a couple issues as well. It doesn't save any of my. It saves some of them. Arc mesh. It's like every single time I update it, it deletes. Not deletes, but it removes. Like, see, Node Wrangler's not installed. Land. Yeah, it's not installed. It just uninstalls. Oh my god, Jesus, you scared me. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. My mom's snuck up behind me. I'm like, I didn't even know she was home. Wow, it's 27 degrees. It doesn't feel like that. I'm wearing a breathable top though, so. Sorry about that. So, I use Archmesh. Now would be a good time to learn. Oh, interesting. How does this work? Mesh. That may have been a mistake. But how do you mess with it? Shouldn't there be controls? I thought there'd be a bit more with that, but apparently not. So here's a bit that I could probably use, like that. Would be nice. Oh, I'm just leaning groups. Oh. Baseboard, imagine like. Anyway, I'm just blocking it, so I don't need to worry too much about this. I kind of... What do I want? Let me bring up my images, actually. So I'll go something, I think, similar to this. Where I kind of want it to be sort of like a countertop. Except maybe I'll have a countertop, some seats, coffee, none of that. And then maybe have some stuff to the side. So I think I'll try that. Cube. Something like this. My footrest is not having a good time. There you go. Let me... I actually could lock. That's like one thing that Blender doesn't have. That it does have, and I don't know how, I think. Wait, so what's this at then? Is that connected? Oh, I am just stupid. Oh. Something like that. Why am I bothering with this? Let me just go. Bye. I don't want it to be like a... it's not joined. Oh, I can't fucking tell. Nah, I'll mess around with that later. Then we can go... something like that, I think. Is it Shift R? No. Control R? Ah! There we go. Something like that should be good. And I can go delete that. Delete. Where am I going? For the time being. Oh, that should be nice. What else do I want? I go with a small seat. I don't know what type of seat I want, so I might just go like this. For the time being, I think if I... I really did that. I accidentally built it inside the edit mode. Let me just do this. Actually, because I'm... How do I want to do this? Oops. How do I want to do this? If I go subdivide and then just use this. There's just once again getting the idea. So I just make some basic still for the time being. Terrible topology, but oops. Okay. This person's drink. What else do I want? No. This blender. What else? So, I had some cupboards here. Oopsies. This makes sense. Right. I think something snazzy like this is like a shell. What am I doing? Man, I'm making this hard for myself. If I just go 3, select this, and just fucking move the fucking thing itself. I'll make it inset a little bit. Some cupboards, and we can put some stuff on there. But maybe like an oven or something. Say quick. It should be quick. Oh, what way would it be? Oops. That was a mistake. not bad. I'm kind of liking that comp as of the moment. Okay. Oh! Oh! That wasn't liking it. There we go. Trade those up a slight bit. So they're not going through the ground. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of liking this as well so far. It's looking alright. This can just be, you know, grass. Let me just do a really simple particle. Where's the particles? Where is it? How do we make this again? There we go, wrong way. Let's see if I can just do this for the time being. That looks fine. I'm digging it so far. Obviously, I'm doing a lot better, more in the final thing, but I kind of just want to get the rough idea of what I want. Okay, I think for the time being, we can develop this later. But I think for the time being, it's fine. We'll work on that. Let me start naming these, actually. I'm just gonna name these things fucking simply. Because I really don't want to bother. Did I just write the naughty word? Shell 1. Shell. That's close. Let's call this word plus 1 by 1 then. Is it unnamed? No. Ceiling. Alright, so those should be unnamed fine. Give me a minute. Let me grab a drink. I had a bunch of energy drinks because we did some Secret Santa thing, and I got a good couple energy drinks. Like I think 3. I got 2 Red Bulls and a Rockstar, but unfortunately, I'm not really an energy drink drinker. I used to be. I used to drink earlier on in the year. I kind of started drinking energy drinks. I think it was no. Yeah, it was really started around middle of middle of this year. I got into drinking energy drinks. Contains caffeine. Interesting. This is an energy drink technically as well. I didn't say how much though. Like I can drink normal drinks fine, fizzy drinks. But I can't do energy drinks. Like, at all. Even these are quite a lot in terms of caffeine. Like, they kind of hit. But, last time I drank energy drinks, I, like, fucking crashed for, like, the whole fucking day, and it wasn't good at all. I was just, like, there, and I just had to just lie down, and I'm just like, ugh, just, like, shaking, fucking dying. So... it wasn't good. But I can do coffee. I just don't really drink coffee. But sometimes I have like small caramel latte things that don't have any caffeine in them. So I'm just not really a caffeine kind of guy. It's like the only way to get to like stop that from happening is to just drink it often. But then drinking it often is obviously unhealthy, and I was just like I'm having like a couple energy drinks a day, like 1 or 2 energy drinks a day. No, that's a lie. I was having, not a day, I should say. I was having about 3 energy drinks a week, because I was having one on the weekend. Because I'd bring one every day that I worked, so 3 days a week. And sometimes even 4, if I really needed it. And that was to, like, just deal with the lack of, like, how tired I get. Normally. But then it's kind of just gets to the point where you're just like, instead of trying to fix an issue with another issue, maybe you should just try to fix the issue yourself. And my sleep schedule's still just as bad, but I don't drink any energy drinks, and I kind of just deal with this lack of sleep. So, which is better. I mean, lack of sleep is bad, but I'd rather lack of sleep than having to deal with drinking a lot of caffeine, because caffeine is really not something that I want to be doing. Because man, I didn't get addicted, but I got kind of addicted. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those things where I wasn't addicted to the extent where I was genuinely addicted, like I couldn't stop, but it was more just a sense of, oh, why shouldn't I drink caffeine? Like, it just helps me. There's no reason for me to stop. But obviously that's not the good mindset. So I was just like, okay, I just won't drink any energy drinks, and I just like hard stopped. I mean, I had no issue with stopping. I was never addicted, but it was kind of like, enough to the point where I was like just gonna keep drinking, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, you know, um. Anyway, this is really big. I'm just realizing, so I'm gonna. I want it to look something like that. I'll obviously stick a roof on here as well. What's magnet snap drain transform? Interesting. Increment. That's not working, is it? Oh, interesting. Wait. Oh, okay, I see how that works. Why is this not... I see how it's working, but it doesn't want me to. Go to that. There we go. Is that actually right, or is it... I can't tell. Hey, how's it going, Swaggy? Before you question what I'm making and whether it looks shit or not, I doubt that's what you're thinking. But regardless, I'm blocking up something that I'm doing for a competition, so yeah, should be pretty cool. How you doing, Chief? Ceiling foliage and big squares. Hey, hey. We like it like that, right? Right now, I'm just working on some, Do you do ArcViz with your job? Might do a fence as well. Design kitchens. Yeah. Do you do ArcViz for that, or is it just like straight up? Because I know that you do kitchens and shit. I've seen what you do, man, but I don't know whether you do like ArcViz or not with it. Half the time I fucking know what you do. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. I was gonna say, otherwise I could borrow your ArcVizzing assistance. How's my kitchen looking, Chief? We've got a coffee, we've got a table, some stools, which are gonna be worked upon, some shelves, a cupboard, and maybe another cupboard. Similar design, which is the CAD-ish. Does a lot by itself. Ah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of those CAD ones end up doing a lot of the stuff themselves, don't they? Where are we? Ah, wrong thing. Why is your counter deeper than your closet? Shut up. Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Fuck. Oh, right. Let me turn this bad boy on. Yeah. Why is your counter deeper than your closet? Yeah, have you? Yeah, that's right. These are kind of connecting. I just realized. But yeah, I'm doing a competition, which is going for 2 weeks. So I've actually started the competition. I'm like hosting it, so it's my competition with a couple mates, and we are we're making something like a dystopic scene. So no, personal. Completely that I made. I just finished school, so I've done graduated, and I'm just like, let's go do some fun competition in the meantime during the holidays. And so we're doing dystopia is the genre, and we're just trying to make like a composition. You graduated already? Hey, I've graduated twice almost. I've got it. This is my second diploma done. I'm just waiting on the actual diploma to come, but I've passed. So yeah, pretty snazzy. But I'm getting thank you. Myself and the other guy here, Rubes NZ, is also moving on to a different school after this. So because we wanted to do game dev, and game dev isn't like supported by the school anymore as of this year. So the one time we want to do game dev, they're just like, actually, this was the year that we decided to stop supporting game dev. So I'm like, fuck. So, yeah, effectively speaking, it's like, shit. So we're just like, let's see which places we can find, and we're moving to a different school, which just seems really good. I mean, what was it? It was something like, really unlucky, but, something like 25 or something % of the employees, something around there, in New Zealand have previously gone to this school. So it's a reputable school, you know. So it's pretty big, and we're just like, fuck it, we'll just go here. Yeah. Anyway, so that should be pretty good. We're studying that next year, and that's going to be a full-on degree, because I've got 2 diplomas, but we're going to get the second diploma. But then it'll be a full-on bachelor's after this, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, you need like a source material, simply inspiration. 7 days to die. It's a lot of dystopia. Oh yeah, I've seen a little bit into that. I was using I'll explain it. But I was looking at some of like Cyberpunk, even with how they've got their shit looking. But what I'm doing, right, is I'm trying to make something that look natural. Like let me see if I can bring this bad boy back up again. So I'm trying to get like a natural, like modern kitchen going. And with this modern kitchen, I want it to just like look just calm almost. Have it like, so I'm gonna do like cooler colors and make it a bit like sharp and stuff like that. Pretty sharp, which will make it look a bit, what's the word? It'll make it a bit of an eerie vibe. Not too eerie, but like eerie enough to, you may. I don't know. I don't want it to look too happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go like warm colors with like sunshine rainbows, but something kind of like a modern house. Then the camera's gonna pan out, and it's gonna go through the wall, and it's gonna start panning out, and you're gonna start seeing the backyard, and you'll be like, okay, nice. This is a pretty cool looking house. Yeah, tense is the word. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of making it look maybe a bit tense or something like that, but we'll see. And then, that's a really cool idea. I might do steps like that. Anyway, then the camera's gonna pan out, and it's gonna be like, let's see, there's going to be sort of like a bubble surrounding it, whether it be like circular or a box or something like that. And it's going to be similar to in The Simpsons. I don't know if you've seen The Simpsons movie, but in The Simpsons movie, there's a glass bubble that surrounds something that swings by itself. That would be pretty cool. I could do that. I could be bored animating it. And with this, I kind of want it to be sort of like, yeah, so the camera pans out, you just see a glass bubble, and it's like, why the fuck is there a glass bubble surrounding it, like a little dome? And then you're going to see, I don't know how I'm going to achieve it, because I want it to look like a nice, calm day, but it to be sort of fake, kind of like Truman Show. I don't know anything about the Truman Show, I've never watched it, but I kind of want it to be something sort of like that, where it's all just like a fake, you know, scene that's just been made up. And then I want to have maybe production lights or something like that, scaffolding or something like that. And then it just keep going out. The camera's still going out. Yeah. And then I want it to be saying containment units, and I want it to be like a bunch of these containment units. So it's kind of like almost don't put down my social score CCP, but kind of like that, how it's all these people have been like contained into these little houses, and they're all in some massive warehouse. And it's just going to be a bunch of these containment units stuck inside a warehouse. And there's going to be like robots maybe going around and stuff like that. I don't know how I'm going to achieve it, but I think it'll look pretty cool. Like almost cartoonish colors when it needs to look fake. Works really good. Real. Okay. Yeah, I'll remember that. And I could potentially desaturate a lot of the colors outside of the place so it looks well, maybe it could retain like bright orange as like a cautionary. I actually haven't gotten colors set up. I haven't done a color palette yet, so I should probably get that done at some point. Oh, real good. Thank you, thank you. I think it'll be pretty tricky to make, but I've got 2 weeks to do it. And I've got some add-ons that will allow me to speed up the process. Especially with making grass, because obviously this is just a placeholder grass I'm not actually going to do. I've done grass like this and it comes out like average. Usable, but how far actually back do I want my thing to be? Shit, I was just thinking. I don't know actually how far I want my thing to go before it be fake. I might go like, just have this. I think it'll be pretty cool though. It is overall real good. Thank you, thank you. I quite like it. I was thinking about it when I was at work. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm at work. I got nothing better to do. I just think of ideas for things that I could make, and this was just one that popped up, and I'm just like, okay, I like it. And I think there's just quite a lot that I can do with it, but I might not have the time to fully do it. So I may, in the meantime, I may end up having to like cheese some things just so everything works. But otherwise, yeah. Oh man, I must admit, I went back to Maya not too long ago, and I was like, this is fucking impossible. It was so frustrating to deal with. There we go. Nah. But yeah, a couple of us seem to have pretty solid ideas, so I'm kind of interested to see how we all do. I think that's one thing that I'm like pretty happy about with my overall idea of creating this competition. It can't. Oh, that's not doing anything. It allows us to kind of show off our creative skill set and creating some concepts and ideas, and just, I guess, overall working on that. My PC smashing against the wall. Genuinely, I must admit, there are some things that I prefer about Maya to Blender, but when it comes down to it, it just really hurts. A lot of it's so unintuitive. But yeah. Let me go back to naming these before I forget. Outside 01. Fence 01. Fence 02. Oh, that's... Oops. Let me just... Fence 03. Yeah. It doesn't explain anything, and that's a good and bad thing, I guess. You get to definitely learn it. But especially, I think 2.79 was a lot simpler. I think if you really wanted to learn, 2.79 is kind of the way to go. That's what I learned, and that was a couple of years ago. And it was you didn't have all these like extra things. Everything was kind of just there, and it would say like options, tools, stuff like that. Here it's just a symbol. You're just like, what the fuck? Why there's so many different things to select from? Why is there like sculpting, texture painting, shading? I mean, you know. Yeah. But now there's just so much clutter. Good, because it definitely makes making all this stuff a lot easier. But learning, it is terrible for learning. But once you get the hang of it, it's so much better, and it'll just make you faster. So definitely like that. What was I naming these? Outside. Do I have any other outside? What? Outside 03. How you doing though? Been up to much? Oh, what's this? Let me set up my camera actually. You're okay being getting back into doing some stuff on your own. Mostly just busy with work though. Yeah. Definitely relatable. That's me. I don't actually have too much work going on right now, but I definitely feel like I've got a lot. I feel like, I think for me, it's like I put a lot of stuff off when I am busy with work and school. Like I have a lot of stuff that are just like, I'm just like, oh, I want to do this, and I just like backtrack it all because I can't obviously work on it while I'm at school and work. And then I'm just like, oh, I actually want to do this now still outside of class. So I'm just like, ah, shit, now I got a trillion things that I've thought of doing inside of class that I want to do now outside of class, and it kind of just like all brings up like, I now just have a shit ton of lists of just things that I want to get done. Like for example, I have recently purchased a couple of new games such as like Modern Warfare, Vampire Survivors, Thronebreaker. Those are really fun games. I got, you know, Forza stuff that I need to do weeklies. now that I got a new PC, I can also do a lot new stuff that I couldn't do before, like playing some more intense racing car games. So I've been using my wheel, doing a lot of that stuff, and it really just piles up, and I'm just like, fuck, I really don't have the time. Because I'm a methodical, that's the word, methodical person. And I'm like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna like, you know, just make a list. I'm always like a list kind of person. I make a list in my head of things that I want to get done each day. Like, for example, I want to get this. I want to get like a good chunk of my, like, what's it called? Starting like idea done in here. My concept thing. Yeah. Ooh, not myth. And then I also want to do some Forza and achieve the weekly because that resets, I think, tomorrow. Oh, fuck! Witcher's update is out as well. That's also one thing that I was thinking about. Is it out? Here we go. Witcher. I'll update that now. I've been updating. Oh my god. Okay. I may have to take a little minute. I can't fucking wait. I've been waiting so long. This is so good. This update's gonna be fucking awesome, especially now that I have my new PC. Oh! 50 gigabytes! 50! That's massive! Wow. Why is it 50 gigabytes? I know why, but Jesus Christ. I hope that gets a bit, like, Jesus. I hope they tackle that, because if that's, like, genuinely an extra 50, that's gonna be crazy. But it's looking so good. I'm so excited to play that. I still haven't technically finished the game. I've, like, finished the main story quests, and then I've finished the Heart of Stone DLC, but I was kind of just waiting for this to come out so I could play Blood and Wine, because I've been wanting to play Blood and Wine, but also, like, I just kind of want to get it, not, you know what I mean by over and done with? I don't want to, like, you know, rush it and get it over and done with, because I don't want to do it. No, I really want to do it, and apparently it's, like, even better than the main story quest, but one of those senses of just more the sense of, I kind of just want to get it done at the same time, so it's like a bit more, you know, you've played like 30 minutes. No, really? It doesn't show any of my friends that have played, actually. That's weird. How have you only done 30 minutes though? Was it not your kind of game or something like that? Which is fair enough, it's not. Oh, so speaking of, funniest thing, being on a Metacritic, you're lucky you didn't appear when I was testing stuff up before, because before my stream wasn't working at all, so I couldn't actually stream, but which is annoying. But I had a shit ton of tabs open. Went to a graveyard with level 17 stuff, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Oh, honestly. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things. It definitely, it holds your hand quite a lot, but also, it's like, you can get a bit jumped in the sense of, a lot of this, they give you options to verse high-level things at the start, and I think, obviously you, but also my friend Ruben, who was in before, was trying to kill these, like, fucking wyverns that were a lot high level. And a lot of, new players end up getting quite distracted on, trying to kill those, enemies. And it's just like, honestly, I know what you're talking about. And there were definitely times where I'm just like, fuck, these guys are a bit high level. Which was me in Skyrim. When I was playing Skyrim not too long ago, there was this, like, big tree monster. I'm just like, I'll kill this tree monster. Shit one-shots you, but I spent, like, 40 minutes trying to kill it, only for the game to auto-save just as I was getting hit, so it just fucked up my save, and I had to roll back a save, like, fucking an hour before and I just like almost cried. I'm like, fuck. I got there because I just didn't know where to go and stuff. Otherwise, beautiful game. Yeah, shit looks so good. I mean, it's fucking 7 years old or whatever. 7, 8. And it, I mean, obviously, it looks perfectly good. It's one of those things where it's like, it looks good when you're playing it. But then I was also comparing to some of the new screenshots with the next gen update. And it looks so much better in that. But I'm just like, that's what it looked like to me when I was last playing it. So, the same falling down a mountain in Skyrim. That is, I think it's just a Skyrim issue at that point. It's a common occurrence. Oh, funniest thing though. Games this year. Is it games this year? Yeah, the top game this year in terms of rating is Witcher 3, which came out fucking ages ago. Just the most odd autosave moments. Yeah, and it's so annoying. What's Portal Companion Collection? Oh, so you can play Portal? Nintendo? Interesting. But yeah, obviously it's not a... they've just added, on the next gen, it's like a completely new game itself. Oh! That's right. I don't think it actually is 50 actual gigabytes in total. I think it just, like, re-downloads the whole game. Because, if I recall correctly, the PlayStation ones are about 50 gigabytes as well, but those are like a completely separate game. So it's not actually, you're not playing this, you're playing the next gen version of the game. And considering they're both 50 gigs, I think it would just be, I think it would just be 50 gigs in total. I don't think it's on top of that. But man, CD Projekt Red hitting the fuck off lately. I mean, this year, this is getting really high fucking Metacritic, going on to like Rotten Tomatoes, and even searching up like, what's it called, Edge Runners, Edge Runners, a fucking 100 average tomato meter. Alright, you have a good one though. Thank you for popping in though, and feel free to pop in. I might be streaming after work tomorrow because I got work in the morning. But yeah, you have an awesome one. And thanks for popping in. Thank you, thank you. Now see what we can do, eh? But honestly, they've been having such a good year. Especially those new updates that they're coming out with in Cyberpunk. Those are fucking lovely. So fingers crossed for the DLC. I can't fucking wait for it. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm surprised that this isn't cooking my PC. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes it like decides to shit itself. Sometimes it doesn't. Because I'm downloading, I'm updating a game. Downloading technically. I'm streaming, I've got a bunch of shit open in the background and it's running fine, but before it just couldn't handle anything. I'll see, next time I stream, I'll bump up the settings considering it's running fine. I should be able to bump up my settings to about 6000 bitrate and a 1080p 60. I think that's perfect. I don't need to run at 10,000 bitrate again. I don't know what was happening before. I'll see if somebody responded though, because I sent a message in OBS community. Uh-oh. That's what... I was just looking. I'm just looking and it just says C uses Shane. And I'm just like, who sent that? Are they... They may be kind of Discord trapping there. I don't know. Maybe the name is Shane, but... It's kind of funny though. I don't think anybody ended up responding to any of my things. It's annoying. It's like they just skip a couple. There were a couple people that got skipped when trying to find, but luckily my one just randomly started working. AMD Phenom. I haven't seen those in ages. Ah. Oh, big flopper. Flopper's that cat with big ears, isn't it? Hey, let me continue building this. I got morally distracted. Not complaining though. Hey Ruben, are you still in chat? Or is anybody in chat? I just want to know what you guys think. If anybody's in chat and listening right now, what would you guys prefer? Or not really prefer, but what do you guys think? Should I do like a box or a sphere? I feel like a sphere would be harder to do, but might look better. I was just wondering what you guys were thinking that I should do. If not, I might just do a sphere if nobody's responding. Yeah, the sphere. You can do UV spheres. Oh, they're just. No, they're not like. Oh. Let me. How do I? Fuck, I used to remember. No. Yeah, that's the one. I was wondering what it was to just solo this out. What was it? Oops. And so I kind of want to go like this. The inset? No. I kind of, how do I extrude this inwards? Would you want to extrude outwards? No. Control E. How do you extrude faces? That extrude's fine. If you want to go, yeah, that only does edges. Oh. Okay. No, good, I don't have anything extra. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, nice. What's the button on this one? What are you wanting? Okay. Or we could have a circle? Ah? Oops, lol, that's a tiny, a smidgen. Okay, okay. I'm a bit of a genius. If I say so myself. Not really. I should probably get rid of that. I might bump that actually up to 0. What was I using this for? Oh, that's right. Where's render? Why is this here? Oops. Cool. Oh, nuts. Why the fuck is that going so weirdly? There we go. There's 50? Why does it look so odd? Oh my god! I've made the first mistake. I haven't even saved this. What do I want to name this? Dystopia Challenge 01. Wow, I hadn't even saved that. That was... Wow, I had better days. Let me quickly open my windows. Hey Google, turn off the light. My foot's kind of going to sleep, but I must admit. Oh my. Oh. I need to get a haircut, honestly. Downloads like 30%, 41%. I think I almost want to stop working on this for the day. It's 2 PM. Let me see. I don't know if I want to Wow, I'm dark. Let me... How do I do that? Would it be gain? Which does nothing. Yeah, that works. But yeah. I don't know. He's ping-ponging me. Why is this still getting... Oh. How about it? Sorry, I had to cough a little bit. Found my watch, which I hadn't done. I do want to go for a bit of a walk. So, I'll end not end stream. I'll end working on this, and I'll save some more either tonight or tomorrow. After. I did save that, I think. Otherwise, that's a pretty good start to that. I was pretty happy with that. And if I need to get this Forza shit done because it changes tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. So it switches out tomorrow. So I'll quickly be right back, and I'll just grab myself a... I'll grab myself my controller. Sorry if you heard double. sorry, that's a bit loud. Hopefully it shouldn't be as loud. Sorry for that. Doesn't really make any difference. Did that work? Did it work? Okay. Tables. Okay, right. This should be fine. Right. Stream mode. Last time I actually streamed this, it ran terribly. Sorry about that. So, let's see how this goes. Regardless, hope you guys are having a good one. Sorry for me doing that. Let me play some of this and then I will... Okay, what do we have? Oh, another Extreme E. Bro, I'm done with Extreme E's. Have I done this? I think I started it. I've started it. Fuck, there's only 2 of these. 4 stars of any PR stunt. Earn 2 stars at Danger Star. Okay, I've got a trip to me.
Welcome back, Toby.
Oh, I never turned this. I was going to, and something came up there. They're already all-wheel drive. This is a Porsche. I don't know what that is. It's some Wankel 16. Fuck that. Is it worth it? Oh no, I like the sound of quad turbo there. I feel like I'm not hearing as much as you guys are hearing. Give me a minute. See how this sounds. Hold on a minute. Oh, wait, I actually have my earbuds aren't playing anything. Hold on a minute. Are you guys hearing anything? No, it's not that loud. It looks loud, but... Ah, fuck. Alright, let me bump up these settings then. That's sounding a lot better, I think. Oops, yeah, sound on this one. A lot louder than I want it to be. Maybe we move this down. Maybe. That should possibly be. Ah, fuck. Not what I want to do. And we can still test it here, though. How's this sound? Testing.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Holy fuck, that is just... Testing. How's this sound? Wow, it was actually fine before. That's weird.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Go back. Oh, that is still way too loud. Stick with an 8. That should be fine. I need somebody to see.
Safe to do so.
Ooh. Hopefully that's loud enough for you guys. Something Lamborghini, so I'm hoping this is a Lamborghini. It's really quiet on my end, so I'm just going to bump up the audio on my end. I don't think that makes it any louder for you guys.
In 200 meters,
I thought it did, but apparently not, so that's something. This thing really needs upgrades. These brakes kind of don't
turn
really
around
anything.
when it is safe to do so.
So I think it just takes my maximum volume, like my 100% volume. Wow, that was close. This thing definitely needs a couple upgrades.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's see what this good burn is.
Recalculating route.
Should be fine.
Wow, that's generous. Well, just the spirit of Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
Ooh! I'll take this. I think I have a couple of these like that. I'll take it. Surprisingly, my back doesn't hurt as bad that it usually does today. I think it's when I'm sitting in this chair. But usually, when I'm at work and shit, it's just so sore. I was standing up for the whole. Well, okay. To be honest, what I was doing wasn't amazing, but like, we were. Oh my god. Okay, I'll explain it. We were screwing in some big bolts. ISO DLS is doing its thing. Look at the bottom, you can kind of see over here blue coming off. Maybe that's just me. This probably looks bad because it's. I never really thought about that actually. It is 30. If I'm only streaming 30 FPS, so it'll probably look worse in that regard. But yeah, that 30 FPS definitely is noticeable. Sorry about that. I have to fix it up for next time. I stream, which may hopefully be tomorrow. Right, so let's get there. I might go for a 998 build. I wanted to do like S top of S1, but I won't be able to hit that. I'll see if I can just cap out the main shit from the get-go, and then we can see what we can do from there. Nice clutch, need that. This is just a 6-speed. I'm gonna get a 7-speed in there just because it'll be fast as shit. Won't bother with that. How much is this giving? Fucking lot. See what we can do with this engine. A lot, apparently. Twin turbo, but it's actually quad. Can I even hit 998? That's actually a real question here. I can't. What do I want to do with this actually then? Abandoned setup. So I know that I definitely want that in there. But what else can I do to get this up? Okay, so what are my necessities? First off, clutch. And getting a bit of trans. Brakes. Tires. Can I get a good exhaust? Yes. Nice. This is going to be usable, though. That's the real question there. Might be able to bump out this rear tire. I surprisingly can't. Usually it decreases. So we got a couple designs that you could probably go for with these. Some rims. Not as many as I thought there'd be. These are quite fucking nice though. I love these ADV ones. So I might go with this, but that one that I found before I really like. It sort of suits it as well. I need to go to the doctors maybe and check my back out because my back is like bad. Ever since COVID, it was midway through COVID when I got it and it just randomly happened. Don't know what the issue is either, so. One of those things. That's clean, kind of fits. Can I squeeze in a... can I get the camshaft though? Is it gonna flywheel? No, I can't. This should be fine though. I'm a bit worried about a couple things, but... especially the grip, but it might be fine. That grip is not too much for 3 to 6.3. I think that's the best of both worlds that we'll get. There's a quad turbo.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
I thought the turbos would sound a bit fancy, but you know, it's fast. We'll definitely do it with a bit more grip, but I think it's one of those things. I think it's fine, but it just does a bit more, you know? Like, it's dealable, you know? But there's enough for me to survive, but it's a bit slippery. Probably turn it to be a bit nicer.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, right, that's right. I actually have something that I should be doing. Okay, let me go there.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
Oh, this is kind of nice vehicle. Fuck, it looks really bad on my other screen. Surprisingly not too bad in the playback, just the other screen looks a lot worse. Let me know if it's looking bad on you guys' end, but man, it looks a lot nicer on mine. Native, I should say. Well, that guy just disappeared. I tried recording, because I was going to record some footage of me, just playing a bit of stuff, but for some reason I cannot record. Like, all the footage looks extremely low quality. That was a bit of a mishap there. Misjudgment, I should say.
You have arrived at your destination.
Seems to be doing his own thing. I don't think it'd be possible to make this with more grip. It's really weird. Directly in OBS, it's looking not stuttery, but it's looking like 10 FPS. On here, it's looking just smooth as shit. On my YouTube Studio, because you have to have YouTube Studio and start your stream in YouTube Studio, otherwise it doesn't start the stream. In real life, I've just found out, so it just goes nowhere. So I could be streaming in there, but it just doesn't upload, so it just goes nowhere. It's stuttering, and that's at like 144p or something, 360p. But in 1080p on my iPad, looks relatively smooth, especially for 30 FPS. So I'll take that. I might need to work on this a little bit. Bit too slippery. I might be able to make up for it by getting wider tires and reducing maybe the brakes or something. But it's fast. Really fast for S1900. What do I want to use for this? Oh, I don't want to bomb this bad boy up though. So what have I made? I've made a couple of these, I think, for this sort of stuff. What are the difference? We've got two Forts editions, but they're two totally different builds. How does that work? I didn't know that you could get that. Because I've definitely not made that. I made this not too long ago, so I want to be doing... I'll do one with that, and I'll start off with this Lexus. And then I'll do one with a Porsche. Personally, I just like playing a bunch of different cars. I'm not really one to stick with one or another, so... I'll start off with this, and I'll do one with the other one, and then... I wonder if there's a Rocket Bunny kit that I could get with this. I feel like there would be. These SSD loading times are so nice. Give me to my old hard drive, holy. For you guys, I'll do third person. I never drive third person, but I feel like it's probably not as nice to watch in first, because you won't really understand what's going on as much. These guys are fast. Oh my god, I really misjudged that. Jesus. I like barely scraped it. Ugh. Like tickled the edge. Fucking stop braking! Stinky expire. Oh Jesus. Handle's pretty damn nice. I think I made the turn for it. Most turns that I have, I've made. It's more like off-roady turns that I'm like, can't bother making it. But I think all A and S1 classes that I've made, and then most of them in general, to be honest. Oh fuck me! I bloody hit that bad boy again. And that's a really nice turn. Apart from those times that I bumped that fucking thing, I just need to get changed those fucking wheels though. Those rims aren't great. I think I made that a long time ago. Let's see. Where's the next one? If anybody plays the game and wants me to share a turn, I can do that. I've shared quite a couple of my turns, but not all of them. I kind of like just... I have a lot of credits. Like, not much. I have 8 mil, which is not much in comparison to a lot of people of my level. Simply because I spend most of it building up my own turns, which is kind of fun. I'll do one with the Kamara as well. And So I just have a shit ton of tunes, and I usually build A800s, usually, but I've done a good couple of S1s. I like those, S1 and A800, because I spend most of the time going up and down the hill, the big mountain, with the volcano at the top. That's like my favorite track, so I always go up and down that. So because I spend so much time doing that, I just end up fucking... I can't remember what this tune is, and I'm just starting now to think that I may have done the wrong thing. I think this tune may just be a speed tune. If I recall correctly, I needed an S1 that could go good speed. I think that may be the case. I think because I needed a speed track. I mean, it's fine. It's not great. The RCF is definitely faster. Let's cut that corner a little bit. Move, you stinky. Is that a Chatham or something like that? Oh, that's so cool. Is that a Portofino or something? I don't really know my Ferraris, to be honest. Oi, they keep fucking driving into me. Like pulling in the ends. Fuck. Okay, that was entirely on me. I kind of took his line now. Shit. Okay, yeah. I think there's a shit tune that I've made. Oh fuck, I looked for this. Fuck. I was looking at the wrong bloody monitor. I saw my bitrate drop down a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, what's up with that? That's alright, it does the job though. The tune that is, but... Could definitely be a bit better. Especially with handling these corners. I can't tell if it's like too grippy almost, it just understeers. It is a bit of a boat though. Definitely done worse. Now we win regardless. Easy. Nice. Ugh. Should be tomorrow. And then we use that 911 GT3. For this last one. These ones are pretty good. I think they've been coming up with a bunch of S1 989s, shit like that, for the races, and those ones are kind of boring. Because they're like super speed, and if you make one little mistake, you're like at the back of the track again, which sucks. But they're not bad, but they're just not great. It's kind of boring a little bit. Bit worrisome, but I have a fucking candle. I don't know if you guys can see because of the glint of the light. But I have a candle right next to my monitor. Not using, it's got a cover over it. So, over the wick, so it won't, nothing bad will happen, but... Ugh. Those were a good room choice by me. I remember I spent a bit of time trying to figure out which rooms I... Oh, shit. Wrong buttons. Oh, golly. Time to play catch up. Oh, some water. It's a good turn. I like that. Oh, my. I'm going mad concentration. Not overly concentrating though, but pretty. Oh, I got Modern Warfare. I think I mentioned it yesterday. And so right now I'm just playing through the Modern Warfare 1 campaign, but I may end up streaming Modern Warfare 2 campaign when I play through that. Fuck, I can't wait. I'm surprised they got rid of ray tracing though. Ray tracing is really nice, especially for the campaign. It kills your FPS. Like, I get more FPS in Modern Warfare 2 than 1 by a lot. Like, I am getting generally around 100 and something FPS, 120 FPS in Modern Warfare 1. Campaign, that is. I don't know about multiplayer. I haven't really played multiplayer on my new PC. But campaign, I'm getting 120 because of the ray tracing and everything. But I'm getting 200 and about 220 to 240 in Modern Warfare 2. Fuck, I like this turn. RCF sounds nicer though. This thing kind of just turns. It is a good mix between speed and turning. I could definitely be pushing it harder than this. Ah, yeah, that's what happens when you push it a bit harder. Not too hard, I should say. Oh, it's a bit too hard there as well. Well, I just... Oh, shit. My eyes. I got mixed up with which way that corner went. I must admit, I haven't played with traction and stability control on for a minute, and... Fuck. It's something I kind of just grown to not use. Now, I'd be lying if I said, I don't use it, but I just, well, okay, not really. I accidentally headbutted my cushion down. I see a lot of people with this chair not using the cushion. I'm just like, how can you not like the cushion? The cushion, it is like the perfect. Everybody that I've talked to have just said it's like the perfect cushion. It's a perfect. They've done a really good job of just a mix between. That is atrocious. A mix between being squishy but firm. It's not too firm, but it's also not too squishy. I just love it. I could sleep with it genuinely, but it's a bit too warm for summer. Especially when it's 27 degrees, Jesus. But I don't know how you use it. I mean, then again, I don't really use a cushion. All too much. I'm like a little bit too small for this chair, I feel. A smidgen. I guess if I like fully sit up. I wouldn't say I'm, no, so like, I'm like but I'm like at the lowest point that you'd want to be with a chair because of where the magnets, I think, end over here, really. And that's up to here. Obviously, you want to have this on your neck. Just like that. So it's only... I'm not the lowest end, but you wouldn't want it much lower. You know, I'm just saying random shit, to be honest. Let's see what's up with this. Daily payouts, 1 like, 0 uses. Interesting. Oh, and again, the kudos. And 1 use. Interesting. Delivery. A gift. Oh, thank you. Just a thank you. I think I gifted them something absolutely garbage, so. I think I gifted them an AMC Javelin, which was just shit. And they're just like, thank you, but I don't really want it. Yeah, a Gremlin X, that's the one. How are these gifts going? I'm not gifting too much, but I could gift a bit. We're very close to the holiday tree. I'm intrigued on what the car's gonna be, to be honest. I do know that they are adding some cool cars. They're adding... I can't wait for the next update in terms of cars that they're adding. Because they're adding some, like, fucking godly cars. Oh. That's annoying. So, like the new Nissan 400Z. Oh, my thigh. It's 900. Really? I'm like, what the fuck is the Urban Rebel? But it's a Cooper Urban Rebel, I think they're talking about. A, B, C. Cooper Urban Rebel. I've kind of built it up a bit. Let me save this. Let's name it Maxed. I don't really want people to use it, but I'm just saving it for myself. Let's go that. Okay. Don't need that. That's less grip. I don't know if it's maxed actually. This is not fully maxed, but was it in 998? Yeah, so I couldn't actually upgrade that. Anyway, I don't know how I'm gonna fit this, so S1 900. I might just have to do this. Gonna heavily decrease the power, but everything else should be fine. Just in the sense of this is fine. No, sick of this. So what's my goal here? In terms of speed, this should be hella grippy. 257. Does this even go 257? Oh, 257 is actually going to be really hard to hit. Hey, I got a kudos.
200 meters, turn right.
257, Jesus. It is genuinely going to be a struggle. It's such a run. Oh
You've
shit,
arrived at your
it's there. UPB. It's blue the right color, that goes in the way. Ah. Now with that guy out of the way. Oh, there's another one. No. Can I go from here to this one? I think I could hit it with a turn. Just what turn? Try something like that. A little bit slower top speed, but it's fast acceleration. That might do it. That's what my hope is. Because I think just getting around that corner, as long as we're not capping out, you know what I'm saying? Downhill, 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 downhill. No, that's slower. How am I gonna do this? I think no matter what I do in terms of tuning, I don't think I'm gonna reach it. So, hey, how's it going? Yeah, you missed. I don't know how long you've been here, but you missed me. I was starting to work on my project finally. If I, okay. Oh, this is gonna be really annoying. Reset default. Let's see what I can do. I'm just trying to complete this, and that's gonna be really hard. And I really just need a bit more gas. Be nice if I can hit that with wider tires. Yes, okay. Oh my god, jeez, that was like a holy. That was like a highly power. Holy. That was holy. I was holding that back for way too long. I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck this. We gotta mute that. And then it was, oh, oh, that felt not good. How you doing, Ned, though? Jesus. So 310 is the... Oh, it's the top speed that does it. Oh, you haven't thought of any ideas? I thought you would have gotten some. Have I run you through my idea? Is the stream looking fine on your end? Should be. I think this will do it. Oh my god. As long as I have enough grip. Let me just join the stream. Ah, yeah. I'll finish this, quickly launch Blender and show you. Ah, this will get it done. If I can get around that corner. Oh, man, that took a bit. Barely got it though. New PB though. Where's this ledge? Ah, yeah. It's a nice road. Bit pixely, but good. That could be. I don't know if you're looking at it 1080p, it should be fine. But otherwise, it would be my bitrate that's doing it because I've lowered my bitrate. I think it is my bitrate, and I have it at 30 FPS, which is a bit slower than I normally want to. Ta-da! Do you like it? This is my scene that I'm doing. I'll run you through my idea. I've told most people, and I'm okay with telling people my idea. I mean, most people, to be honest, have been telling me their ideas, but running you through mine. So what I want to do is I want to make something a bit hard. It is a dome. Exactly, that's a good thought. So you're going to be going through a kitchen, right? So I've done some referencing. I recommend, you've probably used PureRef before. They've probably told you about PureRef. So I'm going to make a kitchen, and I want it to be like almost. I want it to be quite like a modern kitchen that's kind of calm and cool and nice. And then the camera's and there's gonna be a nice coffee on the thing, just steaming. Hopefully, if I have enough time to make that steam. And then I want the camera to go through the house, like through the wall. I should get PureRef. It's free. And then it's gonna like pan out to the outside garden. It's gonna be like, oh, nice outside garden. And the camera's still gonna be panning out. And then it's going to a glass bubble, which is this dome that I've obviously made. And then on the dome there's going to be like an encapsulator around the dome, so it's going to be like they think they're inside of Ruben bought Han knife. Anyway, oh, he just stopped playing. Anyway, and then it's going to be what was I saying? Like, yeah, this is just going to be an enclosure around it, and it's going to be like from the inside it looks like a normal, you're like, a normal house in the city. It looks nice, but actually what you can't see is outside of the enclosure there's actually just a big fucking, it's fake, you're inside an enclosure. And then the camera's still going to be pulling out, and it's going to be going through this big block of like concrete or whatever, metal, whatever. And then there's going to just be like hundreds of these like enclosures, and it's just going to say containment unit, and it might say containment unit 1, 2, 3, or maybe it's just something like that, right? I want it to look like containment units, and it's going to be pretty crazy. And I want it to just look effectively like sort of like a cyberpunk. So it's gonna be all inside of a warehouse. Maybe some robots are gonna be going around the place, and it's just gonna look kind of like grungy. And I want it to sort of be like there was a really good reference here, something similar to this, where everything's just like monotonous, kind of monotone, and it's just like a bunch of containment units, and everyone's just stuck inside these spots. And I think that'll be pretty cool. Sort of like this, like how all the bunkers work. Because obviously you've got people with all these bunkers nowadays, or like with one of these, like the Japanese pod hotel things. Except you can't escape these, and people think they're living in a nice city, but it's actually just they're locked into these houses, kind of like in CCP Don't Attack Me, but in China, how everyone, well, I don't know anymore because it seems like they're changing that, the government, but at least what they were doing is they were locking everybody inside these inside their homes, and they couldn't escape, and they were just like being, they were just stuck. And then there was that one time where it caught on fire and a bunch of people died because they couldn't actually escape the building because that was locked from the outside because of the CCP. Great. Yeah. What do you think of my idea? Please don't steal it, but you're welcome to, like, I don't mind you knowing about it. Most people know about my idea, I think. So yeah, I was just interested. That may give you some ideas. Feel free to get ideas, just don't copy any of it. As I look at it and say, yeah, I can do that. Depending on how you make it, you could probably run it. Some of it, not all of it. There's some of it that I'm going to be making pretty strong. Right now, I've just been I've just been building up the what's it called? Like your base, like your blocked out idea. I don't really know where I want the camera to be either. Maybe something like, oh golly. I haven't installed Blender through Steam. Oh, you still don't? I mean, you don't have to use Blender, but I would recommend installing it. Random question. Why haven't you, I'm assuming you haven't, why haven't you bought Vampire Survivors? I would have thought that you'd be the person to buy it as opposed to me, but here we are, switched over. Yes, that is your first step. I'd recommend trying to get like your base idea started within the next 2 days. Oh, so you do have it. Oh, that's weird. Just when I look into it, it doesn't tell me any of my friends have it. What's going on? Is that broken? Usually it tells me what friends have had it, but now it just says that I'm the only person who's done anything with it. Which is weird. I was looking yesterday anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, is Steam just shit itself? Oh, your new Witcher update has come out. Oh, is it finished downloading? Oh, quite a while ago. Okay, seems like Steam's just shit itself. That's all. Nothing unusual there. That would explain it. Even though, yeah. Interesting. I'll finish this later. Your account is privacy because otherwise I spam too many on your wish list. Ah, fair. Personally, I'd be fine, but I don't know about the rest of your friends. I'm not the only person on your friend list. Got Modern Warfare 2, which I've been enjoying, and I want to play. I might stream. Now they got streaming working in because it just fully stopped. Okay, I'm gonna quickly first impressions of Witcher. Now, bear in mind I am streaming this, so probably won't run the greatest. What's this bonus content, I wonder? Right, I can't view my still page for some reason. I got this not too long ago. It came free with Thronebreaker. Thronebreaker is pretty good. Now, I must admit, Cyberpunk on max settings, yes, with ray tracing and everything, doesn't run overly crazy on my computer, especially while streaming. Only like 120 odd FPS. Somewhere between 90 to 120 while streaming, depending on which part of the city I'm in. So, is that the Nilfgaardian? Why is it 2019? Weird. Don't know. A classic release. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying is... Oh, DirectX 12. I don't know I had these. Hi. Oh, there's an... Oh, new. Find all these items at the Royal Palace in Vizima. What's this? Just looking at my side. Oh, fuck. Oopsies. What have I done? Oopsies. I kind of accidentally did something. Oh, for owning the game, you get those. I don't think I've ever collected these then. Because I've never seen this before. That is loud.
I see you gather before me. Hungry.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Fuck, I love this game. The DPI is a little bit odd though. Which just seems sufficient. Don't know about that. Alright, let me turn off. Low. So before we only had like I think this. So I bump it onto Ultra or whatever settings. Is there a preset? Let's just bump it up to Ultra. So this is I think what it used to look like. So let's see what this looks like. I don't think I have any mods or anything. Well, used to look like. It still looks like, but right. Oh, but they already have those updated textures and everything, so I think it still will look better. Regardless. Sorry. Is it still? I think it will still be, so let me bump it down to about a 15. Does this sound fine? Oh, I'm not playing with any of my mods, that's why. I was wondering why. Ah. I have too much shit. It does look fucking nice. It does look better, definitely. I don't know what's up with his, beard. I need to get that shaved. Ah, sweet. I'll go 22 in them then. Good median. Just force. They're encumbered. I wish it told me what my fucking FPS was. So let me bump up MSI because apparently Steam's thing just decided to disappear. Even though MSI doesn't seem to want to come up. Why is... I want to know what FPS I'm getting. It did drop a little bit, so I got no clue. Steam... Oh my god. I have FPS counter, so I don't know why it's not. Do I need to display Portal's window? Oh. Oh, it is. That. It's just a frame gen, I'd be interested to see that. But that's beside the point, because I want to see what FPS I'm getting. Oh. Tell me my FPS. Trivia open. Yeah, it is. I just want to know what FPS. It's not telling me. Oh, right. Shadow play will work. Right, I forgot about that. Alt R. Oh, guys, I'm getting a lot of FPS. Oh, no. Let me see. It caps at 144, I think. Wow, only 86 FPS. That is surprisingly low. I'm streaming, so that does make sense, but still. It's not even on max settings with the ray tracing. Oh, shit. Let's send that report, though. That one... I kind of just crashed it. By turning on ray tracing. That's with DLSS and everything. I swear I was getting higher FPS before. But then again, I couldn't actually see because I don't think the counters worked. So... yeah. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. I think you could technically do that. Just with DirectX 12. Then again, they haven't really patched anything, so this is the first thing. So they might be able to patch something, depending on if it's a issue. In that regard. I wonder if it's safe. I think in NVIDIA you can set preset settings, but even then. Average latency, Jesus. But what's my utilization at? I don't think it was... Holy fuck, it just doesn't launch. It's crashing. Is that simply because I have that all turned on? Oh my fucking god. It's because I can't... my Steam's having a shitter. It's not because. I don't know what the fuck the issue is, but... I wish I could fucking see discussions! It's just crashing. Oh! That is so frustrating. Mainly the fact that Steam doesn't fucking work. Let me relaunch Steam, actually, because sometimes it's... I don't think that'll be the issue. I just want to be able to fix my own issue of Steam not fucking working. Selfish, but why is Steam not fucking relaunching? For some reason, I can't... Steam... It's not even a this PC issue. Oh, there we go. Actually, it was working. That was just temporary. It's not a this PC issue because my last PC had the same issue, but Elden Ring, new content available. Where did that go? What the fuck? Oh my lord. FIFA. Okay. Take 2. Let's quickly go into here and see if anybody else is underwhelming. Looks basically the same as it did modded. Runs way worse. It looks good though. Yeah, there is a performance loss. So I think they are hopefully fixing that. Terrible frame rate with this. Okay. Take 3. I think I'll change the settings in the before I load in, because it may just be because I'm loading in with weird settings. But that's not good. So it seems like they do have a bit to fix with this. I don't know why it's running. Let's go ray tracing ultra. Hopefully this even runs. Please, fingers crossed. I'm not gonna alt tab, but somebody messaged me on Discord. Because I don't trust myself alt tabbing. Oh, you messaged me. You do some stuff. Have a good one. Oh, 50 FPS. Oh my. It looks pretty solid though. I think by going video and turning on frame gen, I think that would bump it up a good amount. So right now we're running about 50, but turning on DLSS frame gen, I feel kind of bad because nobody else can use it. A frame gen you can't use on and boost, that's weird, but you have to use it on. This should bump it up a bit. 2 FPS, that's not good. I think that's more than... That didn't change it like at all. Oh, wait, there we go. It's at top. I was looking at the 99%. Oh, so we're getting 100 FPS. Oh, that's fine.
Rays like this come sowing time.
I was just looking at the wrong thing. Oh, 100 FPS is fine. With ray tracing and everything. I mean, it could definitely be a lot better, but, wow. So what is it without frame gen then? Oh, so 65, 60, I think about 60 FPS. But my 99% is a little bit low. Yeah, so that's just, Jesus. I don't know, Jesus, oops. Yeah, I must say, even on a 48, that's pretty low. But it's using, look, 0%, 1% CPU. I've never gotten anything to fucking use my CPU. It's using almost max GPU, Jesus.
Let's go.
Control settings. Vibration adaptive triggers. Oh shit. Wow, that is nice. Oh, yeah, my sword. Wow, those FPS drops are not great. Oh shit. Wow, that is not great. How do I bring out my sword? There we go. Oh, so it's only on that. The adaptive triggers is nice. Oh, sorry, mate. There's some interesting stuff. I don't know how to... Yeah, done. It does something on my controller. Hold on a minute, let me... I don't know, so Axie seems to be like white almost. Ard's blue. Igni's red. I must say I like that adaptive control. Oh, that did. Quinn is also like red. And then Airden is blue again. Pretty cool. But holy, that update, it definitely cooks your face. Anyway. Okay, well I guess... Oh shit. My Steam just froze for a second. Anyway. First impressions, looks pretty damn snazzy. I kind of like it. But that FPS hit, I don't know if it's really something that I think is... Let's put it this way. If you don't have, like, top-end PC, I would just run DirectX 12. 11, I should say, and just run the old settings you would be running with, because I don't think personally it's worth the FPS hit if you don't have that much overhead. Yeah. Oh, my webcam's kind of fuzzy. Oh, it's just on OBS. It looks just overly sharpened. But yeah, so I guess my honest opinion, does it look good? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Does it work fine enough for my PC? Probably yes. I also have to test it without streaming. But ultimately, I do not think that it's worth it for most people in terms of that. Obviously, the update's great. It's more than just visual, right? That's weird. I'm just getting a weird thing come up. This thing again, not receiving enough video. Which makes no sense because I'm not dropping any frames at the moment, and I have perfectly fine bitrate. So I think YouTube just spazzing a little bit. But yeah, ultimately speaking, I think it's the other bits of the update are probably good as well. And I don't think it's necessarily. I think it's definitely probably a really good update, but I think for the majority of people, won't be as good of an update as it is for others with really good PCs. And one thing I would definitely say to, I told my friend because he's like, oh, I might get myself top of line PC, and I'm just like, yeah, no, don't. Do not get top of line PC so you can run this kind of shit. Like Portal RTX is really not worth buying. I spent 6.5 on my PC. And I think it's one of those things where it's just like, I use my PC to the max, right? I mean, you just saw 0%, 1% CPU utilization. In that. I don't know if that's just because of how, I don't know if it is looking at my CPU, because I have graphics on my CPU, but even then, I mean, like reopening it and just looking through Task Manager, like these things don't use that much CPU. I have a really fucking deadly CPU. I have the 7950X, which is fucking kind of beast mode. I said beast mode. That's embarrassing. But it's one of those things, like, you don't need that good of a PC now. I think it's fine to future-proof, but I don't think it's worth buying anything at the moment. You guys can't see this, but 60 to 50, 50 to 60 GPU usage of The Witcher, and CPU usage is around actually 18 to 20. So it's one of those things where it's just like, don't get a PC like mine. Wow. That my OBS freezes every single time I leave. One of those things, you don't need a good PC. A good PC is nice, but it's more important for me than it is for other people. And that sounds weird to say, but I do fucking CGI, okay? So when I'm bringing up, you know, Embergen or Houdini, and I'm capping out, like yesterday I was trying to run this thing that I made in class, and I could only run 25 million points, and 25 million points is fucking crazy. But with new PC I could run, and it kind of crashed at 100 million while I was trying to do it. While I was trying to render, but I could probably run 100 mil, which is a massive increase to the 25 mil, which capped out the 3080 of the old PC. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, I wouldn't recommend the average person to go buy themselves top of line PC, adverse to how it may seem. With some of these new games that are coming out. And believe me, when you're running max, you don't need to run max settings. Like, ray tracing's good, but I don't think ray tracing, a lot of people tell you that ray tracing is like a scam, a sham, and just bad. And it's not. It's really good, but if you don't know anything about what ray tracing is, it's one of those things where you're never going to notice it, really, because you're not going to be knowing what it would be affecting, you know? So, a lot of people say all this shit, but it's kind of like, unless you know what the fuck you're looking at getting, it's not really worth it. Once again, I'd probably recommend getting AMD. Definitely not that XTX, because that XTX was apparently really expensive. I'm going to look at that, actually. Was it a 7950 XTX or something? Radeon 7900, I think. 7900 XTX. That shit was expensive. I don't think we have it here yet. Oh, the X was actually cheap. Oh, that's fucking cheap. I don't know what everyone was complaining about. Although it is power color and power... Oh, I don't know. Power color is probably fine. See, that's cheaper than mine. It's cheaper than mine, so I don't know what everyone was complaining about then, actually. But regardless... yeah, I guess just overall, one of those things. Yeah, then maybe that XTX is fine. I fucking despise this. Only 5th gen. 5th gen only. Nothing's for any of the new parts, so I can't get any free games. I'm salty. Because I don't mind free games, but nope. Yeah, that's what I got. 4080. I sort of regret not getting the fucking 4090, but it's too much. It's too much money. And it's almost an extra grand on top of it. Depending on which one you get. Yeah, it is an extra $1,000. Jesus. Over $1,000. The performance increase is kind of diminishing at that point, but sort of regret it, sort of don't. It would have been an extra $1,000 and it would have been over $7,000, and that's not really worth it. Like 7.5. But it would have been a little bit. I mean, let's put it this way. I definitely capped out my card. I've definitely found its limits. But I think for me, I think I'm probably gonna wait a couple GPUs down the line before I get my next one, and then I might cap that one out. Because right now my CPU's fucking set for like the next 3-4 years. Because I got the 7950. I mean, it's fucking crazy. Look at this shit. Oh, wait, I already have it open. Look at this shit. 16 cores, 32 threads, that's crazy. And it's better than the fucking Intel 3900KF. Oh, it's the exact same, but it's cheaper. Because you guys got cheaper Intel, but not me. You guys talking about like Americans and Europeans and stuff, not New Zealanders. I mean, if you're in New Zealand, then no, that's different. I mean, look at this. Intel. Why? Oh, I got caps lock. 13900 KF. Fucking expensive. It's that. I mean, it's not that much more expensive, but it's like, you know, Ryzen 9 7900, 7950 X. It's an extra $50 more, and Blender open data. I mean, we look at this, right? Look, 7950X. Look, we're getting 614, 69. It's, yeah, so it's slower. By, like, you're never going to notice that difference. I'll be honest, like, that one fucking thing difference, that wouldn't even be, like, a fucking second of difference in terms of rendering time. It's effectively the same, but it's, like, you know, so it's one of those things. I mean, even the 3900K is a bit slower than that one's. The 570. Which I think is the same as the 7900X. Do you know what the difference? Oh, Intel. Oh, that's a lot slower. Interesting. But yeah, so it's one of those things. Nobody would be really doing Blender that watches me. Which isn't just Blender, but it's like CGI as a whole. Blender is just like one thing, but that's for I guess how it is utilized in CGI using that sort of stuff. So I think I don't know how the performance in terms of gaming, but for what I do, which is CGI shit, that's what I want to be paying more attention to. I mean, you wouldn't buy any of those if you're just wanting gaming. If you bought those for gaming, you're a bit of a moron because you're not getting that much of an increase. It's such a diminishing return. Like the FPS difference between this and like a fucking 5800 X3D is like fucking minute. It's like, depending on the game, sometimes 10, sometimes 20 FPS, sometimes only 5 FPS, but it's also like you're spending an extra couple $100. I think it goes for like $600, so you're spending an extra almost $500 for like 5 to 10 FPS. It's not worth it. So, pick your battles. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Why am I rambling? It's fucking 3:40 p.m. I need to go for a walk for like an hour, so I'm good and healthy. Because I've been sitting down in my room all day. And then tomorrow I got work in the morning, so I'm going to be... Oh, one thing I was going to say. Dude, I was working and we were drilling and some stuff had some job that we're at. Fuck, bro. So I was using a drill, a hand drill, and it's got metal on it. And, bro, the amount of times I had my hand slip, because you're like, brrr, and my whole hand's like shaking, my whole arm's like, brrr, like shaking with it at like super fast speed. It was kind of tingly, it was kind of funny. But I fucking kept, like, my hand would like slip down a little bit, and it would touch the metal. And bear in mind, like, using a fucking full-on drill, you know, max speed, max thing for like over an hour, shit sizzles, you know what I'm saying? So I touched it like, ah! And the amount of times I did that, I just had a red. You can't really see it anymore. You can't even see my fucking hand. Oh, let me work out this. It's sort of red, but you can't really see it too much anymore. But I can still feel it. It's still a bit tingly when I touch it. And the rest of my hand, I'd do it like, you know, you got to swap the bits between like a 17 mil and an 18 mil for the different screws. So you have to grab the fucking thing and it's like, oh! You're playing hot potato with a fucking drill bit, then shoving back on the other one. And then it was hot as shit. And the amount of times I fucking burnt myself. Oof, a lot. Surprised it wasn't any worse because that shit was actually toasty. But weird story. Anyway, I gotta be working tomorrow, which isn't gonna be as much fun. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys off there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a long stream. That was pretty much 3 hours. Well, longer than that. It was technically like 4 hours if you count me trying to figure out what the fuck the thing is. I'm going to change the settings once this is done to be 60 FPS 1080p and change the bitrate to be 6,000, which is like that's about the max you could run on Twitch. YouTube can run a bit higher, but I don't think I want to do that. So we'll have to see tomorrow if I end up streaming, and if I do end up streaming, we'll see if it works better. Otherwise, tomorrow's Thursday. Oh, well, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I might be streaming a bit more especially with this stuff going on. So, yeah, hope you guys are having a good one. And yeah, I'll catch you later. I forgot to go on ending. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be streaming. It'll either be midday again or at night. Or maybe I don't stream myself working on my project and I just stream myself after dinner working on some games. Or I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I hope you guys will have a good one. And yeah, catch you next time. Bye.